wanted to get a deeper understanding of what was going on. And for that, we teamed up with Scott Bukestad, one of the premier shooting instructors, former NHLer, Olympian, just a great hockey mind.
I knew the pros were all shooting off the toe. I mean, I thought everybody, they're all, we shoot off the heel. I'm like, well, just watch the films. They don't shoot off the heel. Mike Mountain came up to me and he just said, I want to know more about what you're looking for in a stick. And then we talked about blade flexing and interested him because he hadn't heard that before. Then he wanted to know more. With Easton right now, I think the one huge thing they have going for them is they're open-minded and they want to be the best.
That
was good. And said, this is really how players are performing at their best. What can we do to build a stick around yours?
Whatever they've done to the shaft and whatever they've done to the blade, it's one of those sticks where you go, you got to try this. And once you try it, you go, oh, that thing shoots better than any stick I've had.
A rocket, a missile. Logan Couture opens up, boom.
It's critical that you have the puck out on the toe because it forces you to load the blade.
The puck is going to be right there.
And it also creates a much more accurate shot because the puck doesn't have to travel that far. You know, Scott likens it to a diving board. The further out you are, the more it's going to jump. So by positioning the puck as far out on the toe as you can, you're able to load the blade and then maximize all of your responsiveness.
When you catch passes, the back 5 or 6 inches of that blade's on the ice. When you shoot it, the front 4 or 5 inches of the blade's on the ice, and you can put your weight on that, then the blade loads up and it's right where you want it to be.
Okay, Anthony, we're going to go through drills today, and you want to make sure you're finishing where you're supposed to finish. So when you shoot this, to keep it low, you just got to slide your head farther forward, and you got to push down hard on your hand. So you can shoot this as hard as you possibly can and keep it low, but you got to have your head forward. Just remember, these sticks work like a diving board. The more you push on the toe, the more they jump. You want to keep it as tight to the toe as you can. The accuracy will be better, and the power will be better. And we're going to go bottom right corner. There you go. Good shot. Okay, so now let's try to go top right. Now, basically, the difference is you just leave your head back just a little bit more and just finish high and follow through the same way, but just finish high with your blade. The shaft should be at the target. The blade should be turned over just a little bit to get that top. Good shot. I really like to help the kids, and I do this because I see the kids get better, and that makes a huge difference to me. To know that when these kids leave there, if they're happy and they're into it, they're going to want to come back. We're going to do pull wrist shots today, and this rock is representing a defenseman. So you're going to pull the puck around the rock. A lot of times in the games, you're going to come down the ice, there's going to be a defenseman between the puck and the net. So we want to make sure that you're pulling the puck around and changing the angle. Follow through all the way now. Good shot. Well, I think some of the errors the kids make today are they want to shoot the puck off the heel. Their body is too far away from the puck, so they can't get their weight on their stick. The new blades kind of work like a diving board, so if they push on the toe, the blade flexes, the shaft flexes, everything flexes together, and if the lie is right on that stick, they shoot the whole puck. So there's a bunch of different things that go into it, but I think the main thing they have trouble with is trying to shoot the puck off the heel. Okay, Anthony, when you practice here, I want you to make sure that you're putting the puck on the toe of your stick, but you're going to load your stick up, and you do that by putting your weight over the top of that stick, so the puck has got to be close enough to your body that you can keep the heel of your stick off the ice. So when you come in, you're going to pull it in, you're going to pause your blade, then you're going to flex down on the blade and the shaft, and then it's going to snap through. The closer the heel is to the ice, the quicker you're going to be able to release that shot. If your heel gets way up like this, you got to snap all the way down and through it. So try to pull it in, load it up, make sure the heel's close to the ice, and then make sure you finish your shot. I think the kids now, the way the sticks are set up, a kid at even 11 years old can flex a shaft and get the blade flexed. So really important that they use their weight rather than just trying to muscle it, because if they use their weight and the line, everything is set up right, it's very easy for the kids to shoot with these sticks.
Welcome to the Playmakers Hockey video blog number 7. Today's theme, we're going to talk about the value of the in-stride shot and why it's so important that every player be able to shoot in stride off of both feet. One of the things that's really critical when you're shooting in stride is the timing of the shot. You're going to see as some of the videos come up as I'm talking here, is how important it is that when you take your shot, that when the shot is actually being released, the puck is being released from your stick, your foot is landing, because you want to capitalize on downward pressure. That's really the value of the in-stride shot. One, it has a lot of deceptive value, but it also has a way of making your shot a lot harder. And that's really what I want to talk to you about, is why it's so important to have the in-stride shot, because of how much it's going to improve the velocity of your shot. And the reason why the velocity becomes so much more apparent is because of the downward pressure. And most kids, when they shoot, they transfer their weight laterally. So what that means is that their feet are planted and they stop skating to shoot, and then they effectively just twist their body. So they don't really get any weight transfer, and their shot really becomes only with their arms. Now when you shoot from in an in-stride situation, what happens is that when you are crossing over or you're stepping down on the ice, your body, your shoulder drops, your inside shoulder comes down. When your inside shoulder comes down, that directly translates into more pressure on the stick. And when you have pressure on the stick, you have a chance for the stick to bend. When the stick bends, your shot is going to be much harder. So that's part of the value, is getting the in-stride shot so that it becomes more of a hard shot, but also it becomes more deceptive. Now, one of the things that, from a player's perspective, that you need to work on most importantly is deception. Not enough players have deceptive shots. They don't understand how to create deception in their shot, and so that's one of the things that we work on here with all of our players, is creating deception in shots. So how do you do that? Well, you have to change the angle of the puck. You got to make sure that you don't shoot in the same line that the puck originates from, that you're moving it in towards your skates, or you're pushing it out away, so that the shot release point is unpredictable from the goaltender's perspective. It also allows you to shoot through traffic, which is a very, very important part. Not a lot of players are willing to shoot through traffic, yet it's such a great opportunity to get, especially for recovery pucks, where the goalie can't quite see it. He just gets a piece on it. He's just knocking it down. It allows us to get that puck recovery to sustain offense. And the biggest thing that we work on here in terms of creating deception is shooting in stride. The ability to shoot off of either foot, the inside foot or the outside foot, while your feet are still moving, so that the goaltender has a difficult time reading, or defensemen have a hard time reading when you're going to release the puck. So it's harder for the defenseman to block the shot, and the goalie has a difficult time predicting what angle he needs to be at in order to shut down your shooting opportunities in front of the net.
Transfer your weight this way, but you always got your feet transferring into the shot, so your whole body is shooting. That's what I want.